Dominguez. Dominguez. Dominguez, the explorer. Dominguez.
Super cool exploradora. Need your help. Grab your backpack. Let's go. Jump in. Vámonos. You can lead the way. Hey, hey.
Dominguez. Dominguez.
Swiper no swiping.
Oh, man.
Dominguez, the explorer. Miss Dominguez, you are absolutely crazy. I know. Today, we are actually learning about the continents and oceans. So we're going to be like explorers. Yay! Miss Dominguez, we're not 5. I know. Okay? But I'm trying to make this a little fun. Okay? So today, we are going to be learning about the continents and oceans and longitude and latitude. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to work through an assignment together. So I'm going to direct you through the assignment, and then I'm going to wait for a little bit for you to do it just like Dora, okay? So what I need you to do is to have this video and the continents and oceans slideshow open separately, okay? Wait, how do I do that? Open it in a different tab. So you have one tab with Google Classroom open, right? And then you play the video. Another tab, you go into Google Classroom and you open up the slideshow. That way, when I say, please pause this video and complete this, you can do it. So we're doing it together and it's a lot easier and it saves time. Okay, so now that you have this lovely slideshow open, you can follow along and edit yours with me, okay? So this is actually something that you will be tested on, and so this is going to serve as your study guide. So please make sure you are following along with me and doing all the correct answers. Now, what I want you to do first is see how much you know without cheating. See how much of this map you can label. There are 7 continents and 5 oceans. Now, if you have Mr. DeVecchio next year, he will deny that there are 5 oceans because he doesn't believe in one of the oceans, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. He says there are only 4 oceans, but I'm teaching you an extra ocean because it can't hurt to know an extra ocean. So, pause this video and fill in as much of these as you can. You can fill them in by clicking on where it says type answer here, deleting that text, and typing your answer. See, it's just like Dora. Great job! See how much you were able to get? If it's none, that's kind of sad. All right, so we're going to go through the answers together. So let's start with the continents. We are going to start with the continent where we live, which you all should know is right here. This continent is North America. Pause the video and switch this to North America. Great job! I should have been Dora, guys. All right, now right below North America is great, South America. Fill that in. Now, when you hop on across the ocean, you'll see this giant continent over here. Which one is this? Correct! It's Asia. Pause the video and type in Asia. I'm going to center it too so it's easier to read. Next to Asia, there is the continent where there's Italy and Germany and Greece and Ireland and England. What continent is that? Did you say Europe? Great! Type in Europe. Below Europe is Africa. Good job. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 2 more. So we're going to hop down over here. And this continent that's chilling out in the middle of the ocean is Australia. Okay? The last continent is the one that is all the way at the bottom. It's this one here. I know there's a lot of different spaces to type your answer, but right here, okay, this bottom continent is Antarctica. It's very cold. This is the coldest continent. Antarctica. So now we have all of the continents. We have North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. Now we're going to do the oceans, okay? This ocean is the Pacific Ocean, not the Pacific Ocean, the Pacific Ocean. Pause the video and type Pacific Ocean. Now, the world is round, in case you didn't know, okay? So we're also going to type Pacific Ocean on the other side right here to show that we know that the world is round. Good job. Okay, now we're going to hop on to North America and we're going to go over here to this ocean. This is the ocean that we swim in when we go to the Jersey Shore. What ocean is that? I hope you said the Atlantic Ocean, like Atlantic City. So type that in. You can type as quickly as me and you don't need to pause the video. More power to you. Okay, now we're going to go up to the top over here. There's an ocean hiding on this map. It's kind of hard to see, but there is an ocean there, I promise. Okay, this is a very, very cold ocean. This is the ocean that Santa swims in at the North Pole. Oops, I just gave away one of the other answers. This ocean is the Arctic Ocean. Okay, the Arctic Ocean. Now, this is going to be used as your study guide, so if you need to move these around a little bit so that you can read, that's fine. Okay? So now we have 3 oceans, 2 more. We're going to go down and over to this ocean right here. Anyone know this ocean? This is the Indian Ocean. So type that in, okay? This country right here, hanging down here, is India. So there's the Indian Ocean. They were very creative. Okay? Finally, if you look right here, there's one more ocean at the very bottom of the world. This is the ocean that Mr. DeVecchio does not believe exists. But it is on a lot of maps, so we're learning it. Okay? Any idea what this one is? The Southern Ocean. It's the southernmost ocean. I don't know why I thought there was a letter I in ocean. Okay? So now you have all of the continents and oceans labeled. There's just a couple more things we have to label. All the way up here, this arrow is pointing to the tip top of the world. Okay? That is where Santa lives, the North Pole. Obviously, the opposite would be the South Pole. Good job. Okay? 2 more things we have to label that you need to be aware of. Okay? This line, this dotted line that's going across the world and cutting it in half is an invisible line called the equator. Type equator. This is the equator. The other line that is running vertically or north and south, up and down, okay, is called the prime meridian. The answer block for that's over here. I know it's a little confusing. Prime meridian, if I could spell it. Prime meridian. So now you're done the first part of this assignment. This is definitely the longest part of the assignment, so bear with me. We're almost done, okay? So please make sure all of your markings are correct when you turn this assignment in, because you're going to need to refer back to it when you are studying for your test, which you'll need to know the locations of all 7 continents, all 5 oceans, equator, prime meridian, North Pole, South Pole, okay? The quiz will be sometime next week, and I will tell you based on your cohort when that will be. All right, when you are done, you can pause the video if you need to finish. If not, when you're done, you can move on to the next slide. What is this? This is, in case you're not aware, a compass rose, okay? The compass rose. So we are going to label it. This one up here is north, which means that this one is south, okay? The one all the way on the left is west, and the one all the way on the right is east, okay? North, south, west, east. Ignore the motions of my hands because it's mirrored. North, south, the one on the left is west, the one on the right is east. Okay, these are called the cardinal directions. These are the main directions. Now what we're going to do is the intercardinal directions. So they're in between, and it's pretty easy to figure out. So we'll start with this one. You start with, is it either north or south? It's north, east, north, east. Okay? This one is southeast. Now look, you can be responding to these questions. If you're by yourself, just like it's Dora, okay? Nobody's going to judge you. It's helping you learn, okay? This one is southwest. And then finally, this one here is northwest, okay? Those are the intercardinal directions, okay? So what is in red is the cardinal directions. What is in blue is the intercardinal directions. When you are done, go to the next slide. If you're having trouble catching up, you can pause and adjust your work. When you're ready, you can go to the next one. Now, this is a flat map of the world, okay? And we use a system called longitude and latitude in order to locate a precise location anywhere in the world, okay? Now, the way that it works is latitude is always first, okay? Remember that lat is fat, so latitude runs this way. So it runs east and west, but it measures how far north or how far south a place is from the equator. So you start at the equator. Anything above the equator is in degrees north. That's how it's measured. Anything below the equator is in degrees south, okay? So if you look at this page, right, if I go 30 degrees north, I'm chilling in this Texas/Mexico area. If I go 60 degrees north, now I'm all the way up in Canada, okay? If I want to hang out down south and I go 30 degrees north, I could be in South America, I could be in Africa, I could be in Australia. This is 30 degrees south. 60 degrees south is pretty much all ocean, and then 90 degrees south, you're chilling in Antarctica. Get it? Chilling in Antarctica? I tell really corny jokes, I'm sorry. Okay, so latitude, lat is fat, and it measures how far north or south a location is from the equator. But like I said, on any of those locations, you could be anywhere. So in order to determine that exact pinpoint, you also need longitude, which literally has the word long in it, okay? So now we're gonna practice locating places on the map. Again, longitude goes this way and it measures how far west or east a location is from the prime meridian, okay? The prime meridian, again, is the 0 degrees longitude. The equator is 0 degrees latitude. So if I'm at 90 degrees longitude, I'm hanging out in Asia. If I'm 90 degrees west of the equator, I'm hanging out in North America, okay? So I'm gonna point to a spot and I'm gonna tell you the location. So latitude goes first. So if I wanna be, where should I go? Let's go to North America, right here. Right here, because it's easy. We're on the very edge of North America, okay? So we think to ourselves, how far north or south is this place from the equator? Well, it's 30 degrees north. So longitude and latitude is expressed in coordinate pairs, okay? So if you think of a coordinate grid, like in math, right? You have your X coordinate and your Y coordinate. It's the same thing, except it's in degrees, okay? So our first coordinate is 30 degrees north, okay? Then we ask ourselves, how far west or east is it from the prime meridian? Well, we can see the prime meridian's over here. We can see that this location is 90 degrees west of the prime meridian, okay? What you guys are going to do is you are going to see these red numbers down here. You are going to drag and drop them to any location you want on the map. And then on the next page, you are going to tell me what the coordinate pair is. So I'm going to do an example, and then you are going to do the rest, okay? So we'll do number 1 together. So take your 1, and you are going to drag it right here, okay? Now, I'm going to say to myself, how far north or south of the equator is it? It's 30 degrees north. So over here, okay, I'm going to do parentheses, and I'm going to write 30, and then I'll just type out D for degrees north, so just N, comma, let's go back. How far west or east is it from the prime meridian? Well, it's actually on the prime meridian. So then we can just type 0 degrees. Oops. 0 degrees. Okay? Close the parentheses. All right, we'll do one more together. So we'll have our parentheses ready. So let's drag number 2. We're going to drag number 2 somewhere over here. Okay. All right, I'm not going to get in here with a magnifying glass and be like, well, it's actually 60.75. No, okay? This general location. All right, so then I ask myself, how far north or south of the equator is it? Well, I can see the equator's here. It's 60 degrees south. So my first is going to be 60 D S for south, okay? The D stands for degrees because it's going to be a pain in the tuchus to find a degree symbol, okay? Actually, wait, it might be a little bit easier. Hold on one second. Yeah, no, it's not here right away. Degrees. No, okay. Yeah, don't worry about the degree symbol. Just put a D for degrees, okay? So So it's 60 degrees south. Then we ask ourselves, how far west or east of the prime meridian is it? So the prime meridian is here at 0. And we could see, let's see, it's 90. This is another 90 degrees. Oh, Lord, I have to do math. 90, 120, 160. Okay. Yeah, so each of these long lines is 30 degrees. It's just not labeled here. So you go over, this is about 120 degrees west of the prime meridian. So I'm going to go back to this screen and write 120 degrees west. And close the parentheses. Okay? So I did 2 for you, and you should be doing these with me. Okay? The rest of them, 3, 4, and 5, you're going to pick any location you want, okay, in the world. You can drag them anywhere on this map that you want, and then on the next page, you are going to type the coordinate pairs like we did, okay? And then you're done, all right? If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to shoot me an email, and we will definitely go over this when we see each other in person at the end of this week, all right? Have fun, guys, and remember, Dominguez, 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 swipe or no swiping, swipe or no swiping. I did tell you I'm the most extra person you're ever going to meet, right? I'm the most extra person you're ever going to meet. Have a good day, guys. Just as a reminder, so that you don't have a panic attack, okay? I know there are a lot of attachments to this assignment. All you are required to do is watch this video and complete the Google Slides like we did together, okay? The other links, one is to a song to help you remember the continents and the oceans. The only thing is it doesn't have the Southern Ocean, so just remember the Southern Ocean. The other video is some really amazing places in the world in case you're interested, okay? And then the other links are games that you can play to help you review the continents and the oceans and longitude and latitude, because you will be tested on this next week. So you don't have to play any of the games. You don't have to watch the video of the continents and oceans, the songs, and you don't have to watch the beautiful places around the world video. You only have to watch this video. However, I would strongly recommend that you do take advantage of those games and of those videos, because it's just going to help you learn better, okay? But don't have a panic attack. You're not going to be in front of the computer for 7 hours, okay? If you completed this assignment along with this video, then turn it in and you're done, okay?